Hey everyone, how are you doing? So today we're gonna discuss how you can increase your B2B sales. Anyway, see, any type of sales needs some strategies, needs some tactics, needs certain things to learn. But today I'm gonna teach you to be very specific regarding B2B selling. Yeah. So let's start from very basics, right? Let's say there's a company, right? This is a company. This is a company. Let's say it is you have a business, you are a business owner, or you are doing job in a company, right? So anyways, this is a company which you will represent in the market, right? So your customer will see you as the company. So for now, for this training, we will look this as a company, right? Then what happens when we want to increase sales? There's a process, right? There's a process. So what will happen? We will head to sales or business development. Let's say you are an entrepreneur, you yourself have your business, or you have a team of people who are doing business, who are doing sales for your company, your organization, or you have a business development team, right? So this is where this sales department and business development team will start doing their task, right? Now what do we need? We need clients, right? We need money, we need sales anyways. So to start with, we want leads, right? Because if we don't have leads, if we don't have enough number of people to talk with, to whom would we close? We don't have enough number of people to sell, right? So there's a word called prospecting. Here we will focus on prospecting, and in this video I'm going to teach you how you can start doing prospecting and how you can increase your number of leads for your B2B sales, right? Let's say from your company, your department sales, your sales department, business development department start doing reaching out to people, start doing searching people who needs your product, right? So what they will do, they will find prospects. What is this? This is prospects. Prospect is somebody who can buy your product, right? Who fits in the category, who should buy your product, and who may in the need of our product or services. This is the prospect. And our sales team will start reaching out to them, right? So this is the whole scenario. This is all basics. Now I'm gonna teach you how you can start doing it. How you can really implement those things, those elements of selling. So what you need a dream client, right? Please pardon my writing. Yeah? So you need a dream client, or a number of dream client, a group of dream clients in order to get more sales. So what you need to do is you need to create a customer avatar. You need to create a customer avatar. So what is a customer avatar? Customer avatar is an image of an happy customer, right? He is a happy customer of your product, your service. And what you need to do, just make an image on a sheet of paper of yours, or maybe in your conference room, and write down his age, his geographics, where do he live, what are his interests, his demographics, his interests, right? His psychographics. You need to have these informations. Who is your client? You need to specify who is your client, because the whole world is not your client. Let's say you are selling a software, right? A software that will help companies to manage salaries of their people, right? So who is your client? Any company which has a number of people, maybe, and your software will not suit to the companies who have people less than 10 number, less than 50 number, less than 100 number. I'm just giving an example, right? So this is how you need to know who is your client, what is the size of the company, what can be the turnover, right? How many employees work in that, how old is the company. Anyways, you need to write down the parameters. Who is your client, who is your customer avatar. You need to create the customer avatar. Once you are done with the customer avatar, then you are able to generate good quality prospects. See, when your sales team will start working in the market, let's say they will start doing prospecting, your company will invest time, money, and energy, right? In order to generate leads, in order to generate prospects. And if those prospects are not qualified leads, your CPA, your cost per acquisition is gonna high, isn't it? Right? The efforts of your team will go high. You will have more rejections. Your team will have less morale. So we want to avoid that, right? So this is why we want to invest some time over here. Maybe you can invest a week on this thing, but create a customer avatar. Once you have a good customer avatar, once you have clarity of your customer avatar, you have good quality of prospects. So you should know this person, right? This is a happy client. You should know this person to extent that you know your best friend, right? So you know what he likes, what are his requirements, what is his pain, what is the challenges, right? You know all these things. So you have to understand the customer avatar. So this is step 1, this is step 2. Now let's come to step number 3. What is that? How to do prospecting, how to reach out to the people. So there are a number of ways you can do prospecting, by many ways. Today I'm going to teach you 3 processes, 3 ways, 3 methods to generate more leads, to reach out to more people, right? For your B2B sales. So when it comes to prospecting, so this is number 1, this is number 2, and this is number 3. So when it comes to prospecting, what you can do, you can use cold emailing. Cold emailing, what's that? Cold emailing is when you send email to unknown people. When I say unknown, that means they don't know you. So in that email, you give introduction of a company, you give introduction of a product, your services, maybe you ask for a meeting, maybe you ask for a telephonic meeting, maybe you ask for some time, maybe you ask for certain contact from that company. And why is it feasible to do email, cold emailing? Number 1, this is free, right? Number 2, it's easy to get emails of the person. You can get emails of the person from website. You can get some from you can buy some data from the market, or you can use some tools on LinkedIn. There are a couple of tools which allows you to get email of your prospect, right? So you can have email of your client and you can send email to them, right? So this is one of the best way of contacting people and having a good quality of prospect, right? So the things you need to have in understand over here is your subject line. Your subject line should be attractive. Your subject line should make the customer open the email, because in general, the email opening rate is somewhere around 10 to 20% only. Yeah. So this is how you need to see how you can make or write an appealing email so that person can see, person can open the email and he replies you back. Yeah. Number 2 method of reaching out to more people is LinkedIn. See, there's a tool on LinkedIn called Sales Navigator. This is very powerful tool. I personally use that tool. If you are a company, like you are an organization and you want to reach to more businesses, use this tool, Sales Navigator in LinkedIn. This is very powerful tool. Now, how to use this tool? How to use LinkedIn as a method of prospecting, as a tool of prospecting? What you can do, you can search people, right? Sales Navigator allows you to filter people, to search more people beyond your connections, number 1. Number 2, you can go to their inbox, you can send them emails and have a nice pitch, right? LinkedIn messages work when you have a nice pitch. You have to hit on the pain. Let's say, for example, what I will do, I will just write an LinkedIn message or write a LinkedIn mail. Hey, Mr. Prospect, in your industry, many people are struggling with this particular challenges, and we have been supporting thousands of people through this process. Would you like to have a call with us? Right? So this is how you can write a good pitch. You can write a sales pitch and you can reach out to more people. Now, Number three, and my favorite, this is cold calling. So cold calling has some benefits, has some demerits, on its own. But I still believe that this is the most powerful tool you can use in B2B sales. See why? People may not open their email. People may not see their LinkedIn message, but they have their phone in hand. When you call them, they see that yes, you are knocking on their door. It's like knocking on their door, right? They see you are knocking on their door. Now it's your job to have a nice speech. Now don't call them like the people of these credit card companies. Just the way they call you, right? They are too mechanical. They are too too straight, and we don't want to hear them. And all they're talking about them. They are not talking about me, right? So what you need to do, you need to create a sales pitch in cold calling when you are doing cold call, and you need to attract the client. You need to have attention. So in the first 10 to 20 seconds, customer will decide will he hear you for next 5 or 10 minutes or not. So initial 5 to 10 seconds are very necessary. Give an introduction from where are you calling and what is the purpose of the call. Give these three information in first 10 to 20 seconds. That's it. Yeah, and it would be better if you can talk about the pain which they have or which you want to solve for them. Yeah, so this is how you can use cold calling as a strong tool for your B2B sales. So the demerit of cold calling is this is not scalable, right? Well, let's say if one person can make 100 calls in a day, he can't make 1,000 now, right? So this is how it is not scalable. But yes, if it is working, you can have more number of people doing cold calling, because if it is working and it is giving you results, nothing like that. Yeah. Now people ask me which tool is better and which tool you should use. Now it totally depends on your business. I won't suggest you to go all in with all three. So you can start one by one. Let's say start with this, start with this, start with this, and see the results. Where you are getting results. So let's say you are getting results more on cold calling. So start doing more cold calling. Once you have a good number of results from cold calling, then enter into LinkedIn messages, then enter into emails also. And yeah, if you have a budget, if you have a big team, yeah, you can do all of them parallelly. But if you are just starting off, just start with one. Let's see which one is working and master that one. Let's say you need to master cold calling skills. You need to train your sales team on cold calling. Once they are good at that, you can move to the next phase. You can move to the next channel, next method. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. And if you like this video, if you're watching till now, I hope you like the video. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. My name is Himanshu Mittal. I'm a sales coach. I help people to generate more sales and predictable sales. Thank you. Bye bye.